Howdy y'all. We have a different kind of video today. Something a little different. My best friend thought it'd be a great addition to the channel. So here it is. It is me unloading alfalfa for my horse. Just something a little unique and different. Let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? Alrighty, so yes, I do have to go and pick up my own alfalfa. I feed my horse myself. I don't have anyone else feeding her. I do all the cleaning and feeding myself. And yes, if y'all notice, I do have filthy jeans because I rode my mare bareback morning. And so that is why my bottom side is all dirty because she rolled in mud and I just hopped on bareback and rode her for a bit. So yes, I do know my jeans are filthy. Comes with the territory. I do buy my own alfalfa. I have to pick it up, bring it back to my place because that's where I know it won't get stolen or anything. If any of y'all have stabled at barns before or know someone that has a horse at a stables, you know how that can happen. So for me, I just go ahead and pick it up from a place I really like, then drive it back to my place. One thing I do is I store it in my trailer. I have to keep my trailer at home because I don't want anything happening to it. So I keep everything locked up. I just load the alfalfa and stack it up. It is just a 2-horse trailer, so I can only get, depending on how I stack it, about 8 bales without getting it too crunched or without scraping walls with the hooks trying to stack things. I've worked at different places where I've stacked bales much higher, but I don't want to ruin the inside of my trailer. I like keeping it nice. So we're just going to be stacking up some bales, lean them against each other, and then bringing some other stuff that I bought, which is some shavings and some Timothy pellets for the supplements that I give my horse. So it's a good workout. It seems like everything I do for fun is a workout in one way or another, whether it's being with my horse, bowling, among other activities. It's always something that uses physical exertion just about, which is fine. I enjoy it. So it's fun, so it's not really a workout at that point. And these hooks, I bought them a while ago and they're still going strong. Love the hooks. They make it so much easier. I've loaded alfalfa by hand and even Timothy by hand, and just it's not fun. It's much better on the back, much better on the arms with the hooks, especially since I have a wrist injury. It really does save my arm and my wrist. So if y'all see some of the other videos where my left arm is taped up with kinetic tape, that's why I enjoy using the hooks, because it's less pressure, less stress on the wrist. I believe underneath my flannel right here, I am wearing the tape from bowling the night prior or the day prior. And I'm using some deerskin gloves. They're nice and soft. I don't believe these are my elkskin ones. I believe these are the venison ones. They're actually a really good pair of gloves. Bought them from Harbor Freight a couple years ago, and they just feel amazing. Nice and soft. Some deerskin gloves, it depends, I guess, what kind of deer they get them from, that they do or don't feel as soft or they hold up as well as others. These are a really good pair. I don't recall what I bought them for, maybe 12, 15 bucks. Well worth it from Harbor Freight. So I can't haul too much because I don't take my trailer with me to load up with alfalfa, or when I buy Timothy hay itself, kind of the lowest cut of the season, so it falls apart quite a bit. I had this the last time I bought alfalfa. Not saying anything bad against the folks that I bought the alfalfa from. Great folks. Really love supporting them because they've always done good by me. But the alfalfa, if it's low cut, sometimes it's not packaged as tight and the hooks slip out, and you do have to be careful. I've caught myself with the hooks couple times and had some other really close calls. I'm glad they were just close calls, because if you get that stuck in your leg, or if it slips out and it's coming towards you, it's not fun. So what I do is I actually unload 3 bales onto a large dolly that I put together, and then I wheel it to the trailer, because I live in Los Angeles, so it's not open land. I have to get around nooks and crannies and very small lot, so I have to put on a dolly. I'm not dragging alfalfa on the concrete because there's no way to carry it. It's so tight. There's just no way I can move the alfalfa that way unless I had someone else with hooks on the other side, which I don't. It's just me doing it. So that is why I have to put on a dolly, and it makes it easier on the body. The package at the bottom right, if you notice that green, almost looks like shrink wrapped package, it's actually a compressed bale of timothy. And what that is, it's a normal bale of timothy, but it's just packaged really tight. And I like that as an emergency bale. So if for some reason there's no alfalfa or timothy at the place I buy from, I will use that, open it up, and it expands. You give it about an hour and it expands to a full bale. And it works quite well. I do enjoy having those as spares. I'll keep those in the tack room of the trailer. It does help, especially in a pinch. Had to do that. So I kind of cycle through those, keeping some on hand, and then once I buy new ones, I will use up the older ones, and so on. Again, tight spot, so I have to really maneuver things. And it is the lowest cut of the season. It's dusty as all get out. It's falling apart, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's what happens. I'm not complaining. It's just, I like the other cuttings where it's nice and firm and it doesn't bend as much. If you ever load alfalfa before, the higher cutting, especially the mid cut, the bales are a lot firmer. They don't give, they don't bend. These were kind of bending, and I think a couple of the strings slipped a little bit, so that made it a little extra interesting, but that happens. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's not exactly cheap buying horse food in Los Angeles, and then I have to go drive and get it. I've been at other barns where they just have premium alfalfa being brought in by the truckload, semi-trucks, and it's just green as can be, and it's nice having that there. But I have to do my own food here, so I just load it up. Do this about once a month, approximately. Sometimes if it's really thin, falling apart flakes, I'll have to use up more. Other times, if it's very rich in minerals and vitamins and very green alfalfa, I'll give a little bit less, because my mare, she gets very amped up on fresh cut alfalfa. So if it's a little bit drier, I do give a little bit more, so I have to go back a little bit more often. There's the timothy pellets, and here's some of the shavings. Kind of just tossing those in there. I think I had one bag of the shavings actually fall apart in the cab of the truck, so I had to vacuum out the truck because there were shavings stuck to everything. That was a fun cleanup. I don't know if it was a not so hot seam on the bag or if it caught on something, but by the time I got to my place, it was just everywhere. Ceiling, seats, floor, underneath everything. So if y'all enjoy videos like this, let me know. I can record more of them. Don't forget to hit that like button, that share button, and subscribe. If you want to see a lot more videos like this, go ahead and hit that notification bell, and let me know what y'all think in the comments. Looking forward to hearing y'all's thoughts. All right, see y'all in the next video.